Alright, so part 15 of the playthrough. And we are finally able to play B license events. We're still in the beginner league, so we still got quite a bit to go just in this section. But our first series is going to be the 80's Sports Car Cup, so we immediately have to switch back into another car. And I think it's time we call up the old Turbo MX5 here. Because, well, it's a Turbo MX5 and it happens to be from 89, so... Yup. And just double check. It actually limits you by car specifically, but it's basically all 1980s cars. So, pretty simple, no other limitations, low price money, but let's just get right into it. What's for dinner? Today I had chicken parmesan, which was pretty good. But, yeah. When I was in Wisconsin, I got to eat like cheese curds that were like really yummy and surprisingly cheap. But yeah, I'm with you, Blue Flag. I thought the French Grand Prix would be boring, so I completely skipped it. I didn't even watch qualifying, but I was so wrong on that. Anyway, I didn't even pay attention to the starting grid. It looks like we have just like some kind of slow stuff, so I might even be able to downgrade from the turbo to a regular one. But let's see. Let's see how much the MX5 is overpowering everything. Yeah, next week my job starts. By the time this video goes up, I might have already started, but yeah. Interesting times coming up. I've already been like getting ready, taking my programming stuff, just getting in the right mindset, and I'm excited. Let's see what lies ahead. And yeah, the MX5 is going to pretty easily win this race. But actually, I don't know. I know I'm not driving super fast, but these cars are keeping up reasonably well. Might have to stick with the turbo. Checo's the new alpha male. Yeah, he's really the driver that Red Bull wanted. And I'm happy he's able to pull out huge results. He pulled out the win a couple of weeks ago, and he pulled out another podium doing his tire strategy that basically guaranteed Red Bull a win. They basically made Mercedes, they put them in a corner and they had to make a decision, and if I was Mercedes, I would have prioritized covering Max and losing the win to Checo, because now that Max won, he has a huge points lead over Lewis. I think it's 12 points at this time, which is pretty big for F1. But the Constructors' title, Constructors' Championship, is even more spread out. I think Red Bull's something like 37 points ahead, which is really extreme. You got a 1614 Uber bug on A12. Whoa. That is crazy. I have not played A12 since that stream, but man, that's impressive. I wasn't able to line it up on the stream. Maybe Max win the title? It definitely looks great. It reminds me of like that July 2018 when like Seb was starting to get a little bit of a cushion to Lewis in the title. They were leading both championships, but y'all know how that went. Not saying the same will happen to Max. In fact, I actually think Max and Red Bull have a really good chance of like washing out the title this year, because Mercedes is back to corner, and we don't know how they are if they get desperate, but they can't afford to take that many more strategy blunders and reliability issues than having Bottas be hung out to dry. They really hung out Bottas out to dry on this race. I do think he could have done a better defense at the end against Max, but they should have put him on the two-stopper to force Max into an alternate strategy. They could have kept Lewis on the one-stopper with his tire management, but they could have covered Max with a two-stop on Bottas. But, you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Max took the win with a perfect strategy. You got a fast Uber bug. Uber bugs are so weird, but you should have saved the replay and then we could try to test it. Yeah. Red Bull probably, I don't know, when they had Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen, that team was awesome. They did have to have that alpha male problem, the alpha driver, And just need to fix that with getting Checo, who will take a secondary role. Anyway, we easily win that one. Rubber banding keeps the field sort of tight, but let's be real, there was no competition coming there. I wonder if we could just take off the turbo and just cruise from there. Yeah, I think Red Bull could have benefited from a Checo or Hülkenberg a while ago. Russell and the Red Bull, that would be bonkers. Actually, you know what, do I want to keep the turbo on some of these tracks, on Tokyo Route 246? I don't know. Let's try it without the turbo and see how it is. RX-7 looks better than the RX-8. I feel like not that many people prefer the RX-8 over the RX-7. I don't. I saw there's an MX5 in here. So let's take off the turbo. Cut the horsepower so much there. Probably could have taken off the computer too, but let's just see what's our competition. A Trueno, Sylvia. I think the RX-7 might be the most worrying thing, but let's see. Am I going to play Forza Horizon 5? I do plan to buy it, yes. At close to launch, probably. On PC. But we'll see if my PC is good enough to run it. Dive bomb second. Should I dive bomb first? Absolute punt. Absolute punt. Totally fair and balanced racing. Totally fair, guys. 100% fair racing. Yep. Nope. Nope. Okay, I deserve that. I deserve that. Oh well. 500 credits, hopefully that was worth it. That'll be of significant value to us later on. Yes, I quit Asphalt to play this. It's a comfort game. Alright, we gotta put the turbo back on, sadly. We know Gran Turismo 7 will release sometime in 2022. At least that's when it's penciled in to release. Looks like we have pretty much the same field as before. So, let's put the turbo back on, but take off the intercooler. Or not, the sports computer. Drop the horsepower a little bit. And I think everything else is normal, so nothing else on that end. This should be all I need. Am I living with my parents' home or at my own place? I am living with my parents until I have enough money to... I don't want to rent an apartment because that's just kind of throwing your money away. I want to kind of like watch the housing market and try to get like a cheap condo or townhome or something, or even a cheap house if one comes up. Look how just different it is with the turbo. Look how fast I catch the group. GT3, man, sometimes it's a bit unfair. But yeah, I'm living at home. I'm just gonna, you know, collect as much money as I can so I can save up for a place. That'll be better than getting an apartment. Which right now doesn't make that much sense to completely live on my own. Most of my other friends still have a year left in college because I graduated in 3 years. And just like that, we are in the lead in less than 1 minute. Oh, does anyone have the Discord? I'm gonna pause and edit this out later. Or maybe I'll leave it in. But yes, I will, sorry. I do. Hop in. Alright, we're back. But yeah, hop in the server. so you can chat about asphalt and cars and other video games and just general stuff. Of course, I'm in the server too, so. So man, who would have thought putting 200 horsepower in a Miata would make it fast? Yeah, we just torpedoed the A-86 in the last race. About to hit top speed. We did hit top speed on this track. Again, hitting the inside curve there. I think the web browser version of Discord's not that bad. Unless you're on a phone. Yeah, Asphalt 9 is pay to win, for sure. I saw they got a new update. They have that nitro pollution mode. And, it just doesn't look like a fun game mode. You lose nitro when collecting a bottle, so it gets rid of shockwave, and I don't know. It's unpopular within the community, so they'll probably change it. Can you watch your replay on stream? Yeah, after this race, you can check it out. It's only like 20 seconds. I know it's 16, but like, it's a relatively short race. Anyway, after a pretty convincing lead, we have won this race. Fair, no nasty dive bombs or anything. We'll wait for the field to finish up. I thought with the other MX5 in the race, there'd be a chance, but I guess not. So, 2,500 credits. Technically 3,000 if you include that first attempt. And yeah, let's check out Discord server and pick up on our playthrough. So I wonder how much time that lost in the speed run. No, this is not a official speed run. It's just to keep track. That's some cool replays. So yeah. So Real Kim is working on the endurances in GT5. Yeah. GT5, the strategy for B-spec is to do the Nürburgring 4-hour and just let the B-spec driver do his thing. You have to grind it quite a lot, but I mean, you don't really have to do any racing there. For A-spec, yeah, it's a lot tougher. Although, in my opinion, the timed races are fun because you could pick a slowish car and you can like have fun and race the AI, and it won't take you any longer than racing the X1 car. Anyway, Seattle Circuit 2, the final race. We're still running the turbo because without turbo we're basically a sitting duck. Whoa. Big slide. Pretty messy first lap. Windows 11, yeah, Windows 11 got leaked, and it's weird because Windows 10 is like 6 years old, but it still feels new. But there's nothing really wrong with Windows 10. I don't see the reason why you need to change it, especially if they're making it look like Mac OS kind of, or Mac OS. So I don't know, probably just wait until it's less buggy to get it. Big slide. Play some more A12, good luck with that. Hopefully you get the Uber into the finish. I saw the task is like 10 seconds long. It's a lot of time to work with. We're gonna make a pass on the downhill. In air pass, pretty sweet. Whoa. The A86 is like, I'll take that from you. We're gonna sneak through. I wonder if this MX5 can win the amateur version of this series. It might be able to. That was a big mistake from me, and the A86 actually repassed. We're on the final lap, so Turbo MX5, not even fast enough. We could try. I have the wrong license though, so it doesn't fall in line with our challenge. I mean, I do believe that once we get past A license, the challenge will get easier on the money. No, GT3 doesn't have an hours counter, it's before they kept track of that. Ooh. Same place, another move. Down the downhill. This time we'll be much more aggressive on our corner. Big slide on the exit, but we're able to keep it and go. Go fast. Enough to hold off the A86. See, now we're just using a speedrun live split timer just to keep track of our progress for hours. It's pretty fun to keep track because this is a long game. I underestimate this is going to take like more than 100 hours probably, so we'll see. Anyway, the SS version of the 8086 gave us a hard time, but we still won the series, so another 2,500 in the bag. We're going to need that. We're going to make this our thumbnail shot. That's a nice shot. Alright, prize car time. What's it gonna be? Probably an 80's car, but let's see. It's got a wing. It's an RX-7. Wow, 80's RX-7. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I've always liked the RX-7, even the oldish one. So, let's get our progress. Take a look at it. Here it is in Shadow, Silver, Mica. Infinite RX-7. I almost said Infinity with T, but no. Infinity Savannah RX-7. Our game status is 13.7%. 80% win-loss ratio with that Tokyo loss, but still fine. That's the end of the segment.